It's gonna be a fucking train wreck.
Welcome to the gray area. My name's Greg. That's Ray, and we're without Paul again.
Classic.
Boo.
Classic.
Paul.
Well, anyway,
We're here to drink beer and talk about sports.
let's get after it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, let's kick it off with the World Series recap.
Ooh.
It wasn't that exciting.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing was Game 4, in my opinion, because I watched it because I wasn't watching the Blues game because they were losing 8-0 or 8-1.
When we got pounded by the Senators?
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat.
Yeah, so Game 4, Freddie Freeman hits his fourth home run in the first 4 World Series games, which is incredible.
Never happened before.
Yep. He homered in 6 consecutive World Series games, which has never been done before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's pretty freaking wild. Congrats to him.
Especially because he wasn't batting very well
Right.
in the postseason and then just pops off right when it mattered. So he's earning that money.
And then a little bit later in the game, there was a hit to Mookie Betts in right field. Mookie catches the ball on the wall, and a fan tries to grab it out of his glove.
Yeah.
By grabbing his glove and
that.
trying to pry it open. So we have the video of that because it's pretty insane. But I'm blown away that anybody would try to do that. Like, how do you not think that you're going to hurt this guy?
Because he wasn't thinking.
If there was like 6 inches of wall, like 6 more inches of wall, he jumped over it to grab it. And somebody grabs his arm,
break his wrist,
pop his shoulder out of his socket. Anyway. That's my rant, but we're gonna watch it because it's pretty wild.
I've seen it, dude. This guy looks absolutely shit-faced hammered.
Yeah. Here it is.
So there's not a lot of thoughts going on behind his eyes. It's a good catch too. Yeah. That's
He's
insane.
yelling at the fan too.
Yeah, dude. And this guy's trying to.
I just want to know what this guy's saying.
I don't know. What could he possibly be arguing?
No, I have no idea.
Just some jabroni from New York screaming. Yeah. Look, dude, look at his face. Yeah.
I got this. I'm gonna steal
Good
his
God,
glove.
dude. I've never seen somebody look like more of an idiot in my entire life than that guy.
Oh, I didn't even realize he grabs Mookie's other hand.
Yeah.
His buddy does. I thought he was trying to pull his the guy away that was grabbing the ball. No, he's like.
Yeah. I don't know. Why does he bring it closer to the glove?
I have
That's
no
weird,
idea.
Dude. I didn't notice that either. That's weird.
Yeah, that was
That
very
is strange behavior. I think that guy was a season ticket holder, and they revoked him.
Well, I know he definitely got his World Series tickets removed because they sent a bunch of kids to the game instead. They were showing it the following game.
I think they straight up took his World Series or his season tickets away.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I agree.
He deserves
Don't
it.
act like that. I could be
In any sport.
more intoxicated than I've ever been in my entire life, and I would never do that.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah, what do you
Just
mean?
touch I don't know.
I wouldn't be like terrified, but I wouldn't do
I'd
it
just be
because
terrified to
just-
grab the
it's
touch
common
anything.
decency
Yeah.
not to do that.
Probably get out of the way.
Also, there was that one time it happened at that Cubs game, remember? And then that guy was just ostracized for the
Right.
rest of his life.
So, in a different game, I think it was game 2 or 3. A Dodgers fan caught a ball that should have still been in play.
It was catchable.
Yeah, and he got kicked out too, but he knew it. He caught it, and he's like, all right, and he just turns around, grabs his stuff and his kid, and he left.
Yeah, and he also didn't touch a player.
Yeah. But
he left with his kid.
I kind of felt
suck.
bad for that guy
Yeah.
because he was just reacting to a ball in the area,
Sure.
excited. He's got his glove and, wants to give a ball to his kid. but
Right.
It was totally playable.
And then they got to pack up and leave,
Yeah.
and his kid wants to watch the rest of the game. Yeah, that blows.
So at this point, Yankees are down 2-1. Bottom of the third, Anthony Volpe hits a grand slam, making the score 5-2. The Yankees went on to win this game 11-4, ultimately stopping the sweep.
Yeah.
But I'll pull that video up real quick because it's a grand slam, and how often do you get to see them?
Almost never in the World Series.
I know. And I'm pretty sure this World Series had 2 of them.
That's crazy.
At home, too, which is even crazier.
Because this is one, and then the Dodgers had one
Yep.
in the first game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
earlier in the season.
Yeah, that's cool. Also, these games were either like insanely close or just ass beatings.
I know.
I don't. It was. Yeah, that's badass.
It astonishes me too. Like they know when they hit it out of the park.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they just feel it.
I mean, if you do something over and over again, yeah, you eventually get a pretty good feel for
Right.
it.
Thanks, ESPN, for the clip.
We like helping out small creators around here. Yeah.
Dodgers took Game 5 and won the World Series 4-1. That was it. So, other than those couple things in that one game that the Dodgers didn't win, it was pretty boring. So,
Sure. I mean, at least they didn't get swept.
Right.
But also, I'd rather have LA win than New York win.
Yeah, I think so.
I was explaining it to you the other day, but we were in a really weird situation as Cardinals fans.
Oh, yeah.
Because the people in first with the most World Series are the Yankees. If they win, the lead gets larger because we're in second. The person in third that's right behind us is the Dodgers.
So how many do they have now, do you know?
Oh, God, I don't know, but they're getting really close to us. I think they might have 7.
Okay.
And then we have 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels right. It's somewhere around there. But they're going to keep winning. So eventually they're going to probably overtake us. So,
well, Freddie Freeman was named the MVP. Who could have seen that coming, I guess. He had 20 at-bats. He had 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs.
That's crazy.
Yeah. In 5 games is actually insane.
Yeah, batting better than Shohei Ohtani in the World Series when he's making all that money and he just DHs is wild.
That's all I have for baseball.
Yeah, that's more baseball than we've ever covered.
The season is over. That wasn't minor league baseball, you mean?
Well, true. Yeah, fair. Most MLB we've ever covered.
In hockey news,
the
Winnipeg Jets are still on top of the league right now with 11 wins and 1 loss. They lost to the Maple Leafs.
Okay. We beat the Maple Leafs twice.
I know. They lost to them on the 28th, 6-4. So it was probably a 5-4 game open net goal.
Sure.
Like
that makes sense.
I didn't watch it. I didn't look up any further. That's what happened. Alexander Ovechkin is on track to surpass Wayne Gretzky's regular season goal record this season.
Really?
Yep. The record is 894. Ovi is sitting at 853 regular season goals as of this filming.
Okay.
And has scored 7 goals in his first 11 games this season. And if my math is correct, and he can keep on this current pace, he's on track to finish with 52 goals this season, which is what he did his rookie season too.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's insane. Ovechkin?
Yes.
He's old as hell.
I know.
What's he doing?
But he's only, I think I looked up last night. Gretzky played 20 or 22 years in the league.
Okay.
Ovi's on his 19th season.
So he scored more.
Yeah.
Like at a higher clip.
Right. But it doesn't include playoffs.
Right.
Ovi only has 1 cup. Gretzky has 4.
Sure.
And Gretzky is still like 1,400 points in front of Ovechkin.
Yeah, well, you got to include assists too.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he'll never catch that, but still insane to score that many career goals.
Absolutely. The longevity's nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Craig Berube received a standing ovation at his first return to St. Louis after being fired.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't pull the video up, but I'll link it in this if anybody cares to go watch it. They did like a tribute to him, it was like 2 minutes long, and he's like trying to be serious and wave to the crowd, but he keeps getting this big grin on his face. And he pulls it back to serious, and then it keeps coming. He does it like 3 times. He's trying not to smile like an idiot, but he couldn't help himself.
Super happy.
Yeah, he couldn't help it.
You saw that quote. It was a few games back where he told his wife after he left that like we'll never get treated better by a city than St. Louis.
Right.
So he liked it here.
Yep.
And he won. So.
Oh yeah, he brought us our first cup. He's a hero.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised that I haven't built a statue of him yet. But that's all I have for today. That's hockey and baseball.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll get us started with, just the basic Rays basketball corner. Play the music. All right.
You did it. Good job.
So, we'll start with just like people who are doing well,
mm-hmm.
and then I'll work into people who are doing bad.
Good.
So the Cavs and the Thunder have managed to stay undefeated as of right now with records of 7-0 and 6-0 respectively. They both play tonight, so we'll see if they can keep the streak going.
Okay.
But I expected this from the Thunder. I've been saying from the beginning of the season that they're going to be good. They were the number 1 seed last year, and they got better. It's not shocking me that they haven't lost yet. The Cavs, though, wasn't expecting that. I didn't expect them to come out this hot. That prediction of me saying Evan Mobley will win Most Improved Player is looking better and better each game they win.
Good job. Good for you.
Here's hoping that that does happen. But the Cavs game on Saturday was like the first time they were really tested.
Sure.
And it was against the Bucks, and it was a dogfight. So they were scrapping until the end. So Dame hit a shot with 9.8 seconds left to put the Bucks up 113 to 112. And then Donovan Mitchell had something to say about that, and I have a clip for us.
Give me a sec to pull this up.
Yeah, absolutely. The last, except for these two shots, it was real sloppy at the end, dude. Like, everybody was just, like, panicking and trying to get the ball in. Even this is kind of sloppy. 0.3 seconds left on the clock. But watch, he almost loses the ball.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, this was like, I think this is one of the best starts they've ever had as a franchise. 7-0. And everything was hanging on the line right here. He almost loses it there.
No.
And then he almost loses it again.
Yep. I saw this.
Yeah. And then he just gets to a spot.
Yeah, the pull up. Yeah,
Nothing
that's
but
crazy.
that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. And the fact that, you know, you lose your handle twice in one possession and still manage to win the game. But he's been on fire, man. It's awesome seeing him play this well. I wish they would have played anywhere near this well against the Celtics in the playoffs last year, but
that's what happens when you just work hard.
Right, and then it's just Dame almost has a shot.
Boo.
So they always say 0.3 seconds on the clock is the lowest it can go down when you can still do a catch and shoot.
Okay.
So to catch the ball and throw it up.
Yeah.
So if anything's less than 0.3 seconds, they don't even really inbound the ball.
Interesting.
Unless you can tip it in somehow, which I've never seen that happen, really. Like to win a game, just like a lob into a tip. But yeah, like right there, Dame got it off. It just didn't go in. So that's cool to see. But I'll flip over into the struggling teams. First on the docket, team we just saw lose, the Milwaukee Bucks are currently sitting at a record of 1-5 and are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. They are seeded 15th. This was a team that was projected to finish as a top 4 seed in the East. They have superstar quality players in Giannis and Dame Lillard, and they have an okay supporting cast. It's nothing crazy, but they shouldn't be this bad. Like, they should not have started this slow. They're losing by like 30. They're getting blown out by the Grizzlies. Just look terrible.
Right.
And it's a chemistry thing, I think. Like, Dame and Giannis haven't really figured out how to play together, and I think it's a coaching problem. So they signed Doc Rivers last year and just haven't been as good since before Doc Rivers got there. He's currently 19-25 as their head coach since they hired him with this amount of talent on a roster. And then they also signed Darvin Ham as an assistant coach in the offseason. That's the guy the Lakers kicked off the team. That's the dude that we fired, and I was like, thank God.
Nice.
The dude I kept bitching about last season.
And they picked him up.
And they picked him up. So it's like they're trying to make like the all-time worst coach team. It's actively like they're trying to lose hiring that guy. People have been saying it might be because like the stars are aging, but Dame and Giannis have combined for over 70 points a couple of times.
Do they get a better draft pick if they're bad?
Yeah. I don't think they gave up that many picks.
Okay.
I don't know what the Dame Lillard trade entailed exactly, but they need to win now. This isn't. They made that move for Damian Lillard. He's 34.
Right.
But they'll combine for 70 points, him and Giannis, and they'll still lose the game. So it's...
that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't have any supporting cast.
Right, but the thing is, like, Chris Middleton's hurt, but they do have people who can put the ball in the basket. They just don't run plays.
Right.
It's just either Giannis is going downhill and trying to score, or Dame Lillard takes a step back three, and then that's their offense. And that's not going to work.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a coaching thing. And then them learning how to play off ball when the other one has the ball. The thing that really scares me, though, is that rumors are swirling around that Giannis might force his way out if they keep performing this poorly.
Okay.
And I don't want some other team snagging him and then becoming a powerhouse because he's insane.
Right.
Like, if he went to the Dallas Mavericks, the Lakers are fucked.
Right.
Like, we can't compete with that. With Luka, Kyrie, and Giannis on one team.
Done.
There's just no way. So I'm hoping they figure it out and just, get high enough up in the East that he doesn't try to leave this season, which leaves the door open. Obviously, Boston's hard to beat, but It's better than.
But it's a coaching problem.
I think so. I do think so. And then second, another team doing pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
The 76ers have a record of 1-4 and are sitting at the 14th seed, and they are the only team that have lost to the Bucks this season. So both Paul George and Joel Embiid have not set foot on a court yet to play basketball due to injury. And Joel Embiid's been catching a lot of heat from Philly fans.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking him if he even wants to play. He was in an interview the other day, and his response to that was, "I've done way too much for this fucking city to be treated like this." Exact words. I'm quoting him.
Philly fans can take it. They're fine.
I know, but I mean, they're also being dicks too.
Right.
That's their job.
Right.
That's what they do. That's their thing. But then yesterday, Embiid reportedly shoved a reporter in the 76ers locker room. But apparently, the reporter had just written an article and just kept like referencing Embiid's dead brother over and over again.
Weird.
Like throwing jabs at him, but making fun of his dead brother. I don't know, because he doesn't like him, I guess. But if that's the case, also, this is all like allegedly.
Sure.
The NBA said it was investigating it. But
they're investigating themselves.
I'm sure, right. But I'm sure what happened is that guy did that, because I did see some of the writings that he was doing, and he was just like mentioning his dead brother a lot, which is weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
And he probably shoved him into a wall or something. It's not. I'm with Embiid on that one.
two dudes. Yeah, just getting upset at each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
probably had it coming.
That's stupid. Yeah, I'm with Embiid on that part. I've done too much for this fucking city thing. I don't know about that. You've never won anything.
Right.
You got an MVP, but that's not team success. But once those two guys get back onto the court, they'll obviously get better.
Mm-hmm.
It's their two best players that they're missing. They'll be all right. I think they'll turn it around. It's just like a drama factory right now. So once they actually start shutting up and playing basketball, instead of,
they'll be better.
Yeah. And people will stop badgering them. And then Embiid likes controversy.
Mm-hmm.
He likes, you know what I mean? So once he starts actually playing,
he thrives off that. Yeah.
He'll put that into his game. And then the last team I wanted to talk about that was struggling are the Denver Nuggets, and they've looked a little concerning. They're sitting at 500 right now with a record of 3-3. They're just looking a little slow, and their big role players look like they might be regressing.
Okay.
Like Jamal Murray's not playing as well as he has in the past couple of seasons. He was terrible in the Olympics, and it's kind of carried over into this season.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not as concerned about them as I am with the other two, because I think they'll turn it around. I'm just not used to seeing them struggle this much. If you have Nikola Jokic on your team, you always have a shot at a deep playoff run.
Right.
I mean, he's won 3 MVPs in the last 4 years. There's a reason for it. But the future just looks uncertain. Michael Porter Jr. went on record recently saying if we don't win this year, we all know they might have to break it up. So that's like their third best player. And if he's saying that, like, we might have to blow it up if we don't do it, that's concerning for Nuggets fans.
Right.
I still think they'll finish towards the top of the West. I'm hoping they're able to put together something and get maybe another guy to help out Jokic. But obviously, I don't want that because I want the Lakers to be better than them. But I'm saying if I was the one running the Nuggets franchise,
that's what you'd be looking for.
I think it's an all or nothing deal right now because Jokic is like 30.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get another ring out of him, I think you got to bring him help now rather than wait as he ages.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we'll see. I think they'll be fine. Like they'll probably make it pretty deep into the playoffs, barring disaster.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I really wanted to talk about basketball-wise this week.
Cool.
But I do have 2 other segments that I'd like to tackle. First one being
football.
So Saquon Barkley had maybe the coolest clip I've ever seen happen on a football field.
Okay.
We just got to cue it up because this is insane.
Queuing it up.
Yeah, let it fly.
And go.
Watch. So he burns the first guy, turns backwards, jumps over him.
Backwards hurdle.
Who even thinks to do that? Who's like, watch. So he burns 2 dudes, shakes them completely, jumps over a third guy. Backwards.
I bet that guy's embarrassed.
Oh, my God,
Holy
dude. Well,
cow.
if you're that defender, I think you got to go home and think about hanging it up.
He just went home.
Yeah, you got to think about maybe it's time for me to retire.
Coach, I'm out.
Coach, I think I got to hang up the cleats. Saquon Barkley just showed me his ass and jumped over
wild.
me. Yeah. Also, NFL, if you're listening, test that man for every drug ever. That's not no human being should be able to do that. He's got to be on PEDs or have robot legs or something. Because that's insane.
He literally has eyes in the back of his head.
I know. How did obviously he saw that guy after he came off that spin, but he had no idea how close
the
he
timing
was.
was impeccable.
Insane. I mean, that's honestly one of the
It was a risk and it paid off.
Yeah, that was sick. So the Eagles ended up beating the Jags in that 28-24. It was a lot closer for him demoralizing their whole team like that. And then Saquon finished the game with 199 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and went 3 for 4 on receptions. It was pretty much his best game this season.
Nice.
I guess after you do that, you got to have a good game. Yeah. But it
was doing that made it his best game.
That's probably my favorite highlight so far this season.
Awesome.
So I wanted to share it with you guys. And then lastly, I'm sure you guys have seen this. I know you have.
Yeah.
But the Dwayne Wade statue that they put outside of the Miami Heat facility. It's a rough look for old Dwayne.
Modern art.
Yeah, if we could pull that up so the people can get a good look at what was supposed to be Dwayne Wade.
Right here. Good
God. Look at that face, dude. See if there's zoom in on that face. He doesn't even look like Dwayne. He looks like Lawrence Fishburne. He looks like Morpheus from the Matrix.
You're so right. I didn't even think of that. I didn't put that together.
It's brutal, dude. And he's supposed to be doing "This is my house" thing he used to do all the time. It looks nothing like him. Did you see the video of him when they unveiled the statue?
Yeah, he's doesn't know how to react.
Yeah, it's super awkward. And at one point, and I quote him directly, he goes, "That's crazy. I can't believe that. Who is that guy?"
He's trying to be nice. It looks so good. But
when I heard him say it, I was dying because I was like, I don't know either, Dwayne. I have no idea, buddy. I don't know who that is. But
somebody was interviewing the artist about it, and I'm paraphrasing here, but they were like, what were you thinking? He goes, it was the best I could do. That's what he said.
That's brutal. The poor guy.
What do you want from me? It was the best I could do. Get somebody else next time. Well, he didn't say that. He said it was the best I could do.
That's so brutal. That makes it kind of sad. He was like,
the way
a kid in art class.
The way I took it was what do you mean? This is great. It was the best I could did.
Oh no.
He thought it was good.
Yeah, I hope he just did the one and there weren't other ones that he scrapped that were worse.
I was watching a reaction video to this and somebody said why don't they just do the body and then have 4 artists make different heads, and then just pick
the best one.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably because it costs way too much money.
I
made out of bronze, right?
It would cost way too much money. Don't even give me that. They're paying these dudes.
It's Miami. Yeah. They're gonna save money where they can save money. I don't know if you've franchises can still be cheap.
I get it.
But yeah, I just look.
His reaction.
He's like, "Can you believe this?
Who is that guy?"
But seeing that just reminded me, I've seen a couple of other statues that are also just miserable.
Yeah.
So we'll go with 2 that are kind of middling terrible, and then the last one is just abysmal.
Okay.
So we'll go with the first one here. We got a Harry Carey statue.
I'll pull that one up.
So Harry Carey, the announcer, did stuff with the Cardinals, the Cubs. It was 6 different teams. But they just made him look like an ogre, dude.
Yeah. Everything about him is
they made him look like Shrek. Look at his hands. Even the glasses. I understood he had big glasses. That was his thing. But good God, not that big.
How big is the statue?
It doesn't look that big.
Also,
dude.
What's around his legs?
I can't tell. Just looks like smoke. Like he's appearing.
Their faces.
Their faces? That's scary.
I don't know how to zoom in.
It's like the Trap Souls. Trap Souls and Harry Carey statue.
We'll see if this loads.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll keep clicking around while it does this thing.
Yeah, I can't tell what's at the base. I was mostly making fun of how they literally made him look like Shrek.
Oh, there you go. You can see how big it is.
Okay. And then gave him monster mitts, dude. Look at those hands.
I'm not even going to bother pulling that up. Anyways. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, the poor guy.
But this one's better than Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. I mean, at least that looks like a face, kind of.
Maybe they wanted it to be cartoonish.
Yeah, abstract.
Maybe.
Because he talked all zany and was a crazy guy. But yeah, but they kind of made him scary, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think he deserves to be scary. Especially with he's like the dude from the Christmas Carol
You're
with all
right.
the kids. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Christmas
It looks like
past.
he's coming out of all these.
That's brutal. Okay. So
what's next?
Dwayne was worse, I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
But now we got Andy Murray, the tennis player. And this one is most like, it's kind of like Dwayne's where it just doesn't look like him. But they made him look like a samurai. He's in like a terracotta soldier.
Yeah, right here. And his reaction to this is like,
dude, he's like, who is that?
What?
How does he look younger than the statue?
Like his hair's all way poofy and
yeah, they did it like a bust, like he's Abraham Lincoln.
But yeah, dude, this armor, what is that?
I don't know. He's like a terracotta soldier. His face, he can't believe it.
A skirt and everything.
I know. That's got to be like on purpose.
By the terracotta statue of himself in 2001 Shanghai Rolex Masters Tournament.
Yeah, so that was a creative decision.
Shanghai's in China, right? Yeah, it's a
Chinese
Chinese
terracotta soldier.
Yeah,
but why?
Yeah, that's weird.
He doesn't look very happy in any of these photos.
This? This looks cool.
I have no idea what that is.
Looks fake.
It's AI.
Oh, small one.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy in any of these.
Yeah, he's so confused. He's like, my cheeks don't look like that. My ears don't look like that.
So that one's probably the least offensive out of all of these.
Just weird.
I think it was just the get-up that they put him in and the fact that his face doesn't look like Andy Murray's face at all. But the last one is an internet classic. It's a
my
throwback.
favorite.
We got to bring it up. It's the Cristiano Ronaldo statue.
It's so good.
It's like they took the scalar thing on Photoshop and they just made his face way too tiny for the head. His eyes
poor
are
guy.
all lopsided.
Oh man!
Look, he's laughing.
He's
here. Laughing. Yeah. It's my favorite bad statue of all time.
Well, what's this one like?
Oh, one where they actually like tried, I guess. Yeah.
Takes another shot.
It's the same.
It's the same artist. This one looks more like Superman.
Right. He came back for redemption.
It's Clark Kent. Oh my
God,
gosh.
dude, that gets me every time. That makes me laugh every single time.
I mean, I don't know how to sculpt out of bronze.
Oh, hell no, dude. I'm not an artist. But that looks like a meme. Like,
there you go. Finally gets realistic statue. This one looks
like him.
A lot like him.
The one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the most realistic
That's what you look
one.
like.
Neat. That's not too far off, honestly. But which one do you think's the worst? Is it the Dwayne one or is it that one?
Oh, they're both not good, man.
I know, but at least like Dwayne's doesn't look like Dwayne Wade, but it still kind of maybe could be a person. The Cristiano Ronaldo one doesn't even look like a person. Like,
this is a cartoon. Yeah. This is like a child drew this.
Yes.
Yeah, this just looks like a different person.
Right. Like I said, it looks like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
The Cristiano Ronaldo one looks like a crayon drawing. Or like if they had a regular statue and it started to melt.
They also should have just left the beard off.
Yeah. I don't even think the picture that they're making, he doesn't even have the beard in it, so I don't know.
I don't know why they did that.
Neither do I. But I think my vote would go Cristiano Ronaldo statue's worse.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
And we'll see if they end up fixing this for Dwayne, because he deserves better than that. Third best shooting guard of all time. Yeah.
Not even close. I wish they would show the picture that it's modeled side by side.
Somebody drew it. Somebody drew it with him in the heat.
Where are you looking at?
Over there.
Yeah, that's good.
Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and statue face Dwayne Wade. Woo! Yeah, but that's all I had for today.
Well, we're just about out of time anyway, so.
Excellent.
Cool. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on social media at @grayarea_sports on TikTok, Instagram, and X.
Got it. Cheers, me brother. Thanks for joining us. Take it easy.
Hey, producer Paul here. If you have a video that you want Greg and Ray to talk about, discuss, or even overreact to, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much.